Okay, this demonstration is for the lab one, behavioral analysis for iauzzy1. First of all, I need to find out my sample and put it into this C10 folder. Copy and paste. We need to type in the password that is infected. And then we also need to make sure the network adapter for internet has been disabled and the current IP address should be only pointing to your host. One way you need to check it, for example, you need to type the command ipconfig all. Now you should only have the IP address 192.168.1.100. Okay, so we need to do the behavioral analysis as according to the instruction that I shall provide to you. So we go to, of course, you can use the PE tool to check this. One of the basic tool that is built in the manual that is analyzing file with file analyzer tool. Then you should also copy up this one, and then check the IE input. There are some of the API call right here, of course. 3032 here should be one of them. And this is not DLL, basically it won't have an export table. And then, for example, in general, you'll see that it's new expected. This timestamp only reflecting the file system timestamp. If you go to the PE section, you may be able to see, for example, right here in the header, you'll find the original local time compiler time is 2001, April 18. Another one is the UTC. Basically, you see this data, two pieces of data, they are the same because every file system store, sometimes they are in UTC time. Sometimes we need to make sure these data are correct. So let's start the tool. Try to do some things first. Because of time reason, the current PCAP installed together with the WinPCAP to install it with the Wireshark cannot have the function of modifying detecting the looping network card. So I need to reinstall the MP cap. Because of time, I already copied this MP cap to my system. Now, what I have to do is just click to install it. By installing it, it will remove the win.dump.exe, which is required by the call dot at the end of the exercise. You only need to do this one time because only this behavioral analysis we need to do the process stop to check it. Of course, in the lab 3 with me, we will need to redo it again if we want to make sure everything should be running smooth to detect the showing the PCAP information. So I already have this installed. And then what I have to do is try to run the auto one to run it one time. Because of the time, I don't want you to wait. I keep pause the record. Okay, when you see the ready signal on the here on the bottom left-hand corner, you can save a copy of your WinPCAP of your auto one. So I usually put everything under the temp folder. I named it as before, so I can post this one. The second one is I want you to use Process Explorer. This time I want to show you the functionality of Process Explorer. You can explore by your own self, spend more time, but recording this video, I don't want to spend too much time on this part. So I try to minimize those uh, items that have a lot of child process. So only the item. And also, I don't want to see the edge. So I shut it down by the whole tree. Okay, now I can put my Process Explorer in the corner. Yeah, I just want to see something. By the way, I want to move the PID to the front. So I can check the process ID will cut that more easily. Okay, so I have the Process Explorer turn on, and then the next one is I need to do the Wireshark, ThickNet, narrowband, and then make sure everything is running in a proper uh, sequence. So the first one I want to turn on is Wireshark. After I install the NP-cap, you will see the adapter for loopback traffic. So I want to have the loopback traffic. Uh, One thing I can do a testing is I have to turn on my command prompt and also start the fitnet. So I can minimize the fitnet and do a ping to anything. For example, Google.exe. See, it returned everything from local machine because that is handled by the fitnet. But I forgot to turn on my Wireshark. So I turn on my Wireshark and then I redo this YY again. You see some reply. We can find the ICMP packet sending out. So this part is okay. This part is okay. Now I have the fitnet turn on. The next one is turn on the no bin. So once it turn on, it automatically start the process mod, and there will be a message coming out if runtime is complete. Press Control C to stop blocking and minimize it. Now I have the Wireshark, I have the ThickNet, I have the narrowband. Uh, then next one is I try to run the uh, sample. So in order to have a better look, I can minimize these and then minimize those other things so that you can see um, the IAU supply more clearly. Okay, so the only thing is you can see and wait for a short time and collect the data, and then just analyzing that. You see QQT is coming out when you see this purple in color that shows that is somehow uh, which is uh, hectic binary. And then if everything is normal and I can shut down this, or maybe I go to narrowband first, then I do the Control C. If it doesn't work, click again, Control C, you will see terminating. It's working until it comes out some of the icon. Let me stop my video recording. Okay, once everything's okay, I should have the log. I'll just make sure the log is kept inside the narrowband data. Now the next part is I can do something. For example, don't know why I have two QQ key. Let me shut down one of them, or I can shut down the remaining one. So QQ key is not running anymore. And then we go to Wireshark, stop it, and try to save it. I need to save in PCAP instead of the new PCAP, so I use save as and put my output name as iauzzy and then select PCAP instead of the PCA and PNG. I want the PCAP format. And then I need to find the location that I want to save the file. Usually I would like to save at the same location is the 10. Let's save it. So let me hold this for a while. I have narrowband capture. I have the Wireshark capture, and then nothing else. And the Process Explorer already shut down the QQT. Oh, maybe I need to run the auto run again. Let me stop the process recording to save your time. Okay, the auto run scan has been completed. So I need the file saved. This time, of course, I have before, now I have after. And then once it's finished, I do a comparison between after and before. I select the before. You see only one item happened right here in the registry, pointing to QQT, which is the location of run. That means this is the system mechanism. You need to document it. So I want to show one more item things you can interactively checking with the Wireshark. Oh, before I do this, I forgot to back up everything in the FigNet. I need to do a Control A to copy that all, Control C to copy it, and then I open the notepad and Control V, copy everything right here. So, and also this time I save as in the C10 folder, put everything in one location so that you can back that up before you restart your virtual machine. Okay, so here I can see that Google XX, YY, and also I can see Windows Update that everything's quite normal. Well, I have something special. I have something special. I have something special. The other things is quite normal thing. I don't need to pay attention with. And before I close down everything, I shut down the QQT and I use SSI. I don't know the PID, but don't worry, we can find them out later. I don't need to fake that anymore because I already capture most of the information. I want to do some checking. What kind of the network we have captured during this exercise? The first, I want to check the ping. Ping, the protocol's name is ICMP, so I type ICMP. Don't select 6. Okay, you will see some ping signals right here. The details will show it right here. And it will cause, for example, request word. You can see that I type in the request word. All these information you can go down item by item and check it more clearly. Some of the data is quite don't understand. And then I'll remove this. How about I type HTTP? Well, you see some HTTP activity right here. And if you want to have some time, okay, maybe you can follow TCP stream. Maybe you can find a content. You will find that somehow some HTTP activity try to get data um, using the Microsoft Crypto. Um, I'd like you to do the study later on. So other than that, maybe we can do the check-in, to reset everything, and then we move down to see HTTP, and then we say DNS, and then we see DNS. Is there any TCP signal that is abnormal? Okay, maybe TCP. Okay, right here you will see port 80, port 443. That's quite normal. Are there any abnormal port we are experiencing? Yeah, the gray one, you will see that we try to connect 103. This is not normal port. Okay. Other than that, we also see 6667. Can we do a stretching? Follow this 667 TCP stream. Well, you see some activity here using 6667 for communication. Uh, Seems this is IRC channel. Try to talk to the uh, join one of the channel, and you will find some user login and then terminate it. Well, this is the basic information I want to show you. So let me close down this. I'll close down this. So basically, the acquisition of the behavioral analysis is complete. Uh, I like you to do the detailed analysis, but before I uh, shut it down, I want to have some more example to show you uh, how I use the process monitor without um, the next step procedures. So I go to temp folder. One more thing before I shut it down and testing. I need go to uh, event data part, copy everything new item, basically 4 or 5 items, or move them to temp folder. And also, I remember there will be one QQT file. I want to back it up and put it right here before I restart the virtual machine. So let me find this. Try to find the TML format, open it automatically, and turn on the process monitor. Yeah, the process monitor right here. I don't want it to be full screen. Then I will usually using this tool function to have a look what is going on. Basically, um, also just like the tree of process explorer, I try to minimize it on concern explorer, and then minimize some process that is not my concern. You will see the IA user set one try to run in a very short time, and then I can see the QQT. Okay, if I want to drill down in this, I can double click this. It will in the show me in when it will only show me all the activity of QQT IA users at one right here related with them. So yeah, maybe I can do some other thing. For example, I want with QQT, it will only show the QQT starting the process create. You remember process create right now, okay? So this is one of the way I check this stuff. Of course, I can go to the event and let include a tree or include process. I let you explore by your own self. Then I want to check some other process activity summary. Uh, and also we can do one more item that is interesting. It's called file summary. There's four major information we need to concern in behavioral analysis. One part is the file analysis. file summary, another is the registry, and then network. Okay, so process, file, registry, network is the most important thing I need to concern. So I go to folder. I remember some folder has been modified to temp folder. If I want to trace this, you'll see a lot of activity of the iauzzy. And then you remember we do have the QQT. Where's the QQT? Let me try to do a filter. I want to find the image path. And then I click here. See whether I can find QQT. iauzzy is in the temp folder. Yeah, I have the QQT in the window folder. Then if I add this, you will see that I have the QQT right here. There's the QQT. The process, the PID is 6584. You will see here the detail is QQT. Okay, QQT is right here. So based on that, I can identify something like this. So the if I want to check some other thing, for example, the registry summary, I can use the filter because I know this is quite well. So I select one uh, operation because when we run the auto one, we identify QQT has been created in one of the registry in the registry. So I find the operation of registry set, LEG set, and I add it. The second one is my concern. I know some other operation that is I know the file image path. Now see if I can find QQT. If not, I can pick the iauzzy and then okay, yes. Now we only have few entries that we need to concern, and then see whether we can find the information we want. We want to understand. Yes, I already identified them. That is the update registry key have been created, created by iauzzy, not created by QQT. Well, it's very clear, even though we don't use the process store. And then we can also have a look of the network information. Let me do a filtering. How about I reset this? I want to find the operations value I already find. How about find um, do a quick filter and find the image path? What kind of activity is doing? iauzzy or maybe QQT. Let me just try to find the QQT and edit, apply, okay. Then I will see some activity right here, but I want to check what is the network activity happening right here. Okay, but the filter is still working. Then if I move that to the end, you will see it will try to open the port 667, pointing to local host that is loopback address responded by the FIGNet. It will try to connect 80, port 80, QQT try to connect port 80, that is web HTTP, and then it try to connect a strange port 103. I don't know what is 103, but that will already provide me a great deal of information that for my further analysis. If I want to see the QQT, the QQT things in the call stack, I can, for example, I find one of the known API, see if I can trace that until I find the kernel. Yeah, maybe sometimes not easy to identify, or maybe it will be easy to identify. I cannot trace this. I let this exercise to you for your interest to check this in order to find how the user mode go in the kernel mode. By the way, whenever you see use that is user mode, when you see K that is in kernel mode. Okay, so everything should be like that, and you will see kernel mode. You see the binary is NT over kernel. Okay, so I close down this and then close down this, close down the process explorer. And also, I want to go back to the um, 10, and I want to do one thing. I want to back up everything right here. So let me copy it and send to go to 7-zip because I want it to be in zip with the password. So I type the password, infected. Okay, so infected, make sure they are the same. And I click OK. Before I click OK, I save it as the iauzzy. I put it in the C drive. Now in C drive, I have iauzzy. Now I drag it out of my virtual machine, or you can enable the file sharing. Now, why I want to do so, or why I want to copy it out. First of all, I want to restart my virtual machine, go back to its original snapshot, because when I kickstart the lab, I installed the um, npcap, which will replace the windom. And windom is a much used by the process stop. So I don't want to jeopardize my study. So I restart my snapshot. And before I do this, I think I have already backed up everything. Now let me stop the recording. Okay, I got back the original one. So what I have to do is try to put back my iauzzy stuff into my virtual machine. You see, and download is nothing right here. I put it back. Then let me copy this 10 folder to my 10 folder. Password is infected. And then let me rename it as iauzzy. So you have everything right here. First of all, you may want to check the hash by calling the file analyzer. The hash is 8B68. Then I also need to check the QQT. Oh, I forgot the backup the QQT, but trust me, if you repeatedly to do this, you won't remember, you won't have any problem. The QQT should have the same hash value as iauzzy. Now, what I have to do is I want to turn on the call stop. The operation is so simple. What you have to do is make sure process one, we go to 10 folder. iauzzy to select the CSV file, and then windom, you find the iauzzy dump that created, and then click the launcher. If you have two versions of the IQQT, that will be a problem because we don't know which one is what, which one. I would like to check the iauzzy with the PID 908. Now, I don't want to see too many information, and when everything is ready, I refresh. Now I have a nicely presented data, and then if I continue making larger and larger of my graph, I can see more clear because the support of the postdoc is not uh, really good. They should have a way to export the graph, but they don't offer this kind of thing. Then what I have to do is do a screen capture. If I do a screen capture from my Mac, I'm using Mac as my host machine, that will lose some resolution. So I will use the virtual machine in something inside the virtual machine uh, called the snapping tool to capture it and select now, and then I'll select well, I don't want this. So give me a second, some accident coming up. Yeah, I don't want to see this. Then Windows, for example. Okay, I want this. See here. And then I do the new again. Select pop up. Now I have a better resolution. What we have to do is try to save it. And rename it as the iauzzy. And then what you have to do is you need to copy out from the picture. Drag it outside your virtual machine, and then you try to turn it on from the virtual machine. You will find the report that you want to study. So this is the end of the demonstration of preparing the behavioral analysis. So I hope you like it, and we pause and stop.